Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do the second type of NAT in dynamic NAT, which is known as dynamic IP. So I'll just edit my previous policy. I will go into the NAT rule and just go into the translated IP address. So we are having four options over here. See three options over here: dynamic IP import and dynamic IP. So what happens in dynamic IP? We are going to define a range of public IP addresses. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just check what all IP address we can use over here. So here IP address is 20.1.1.1 and here IP address is 20.1.1.8. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll use the IP address range from 20.1.1.2 to 20.1.1. Say for example, I'll just use 20.1.1.2 and 20.1.1.3. What we will do, we will only first provide the IP address, public IP address netting for these two PCs, because this is dynamic IP. Okay, if one internal user is using one external IP address, the public IP address, it will be reserved for that user only. Your port is disabled, pad is disabled, sorry. Okay, which means if an internal LAN user internal IP address is getting mapped to a public IP, so that public IP will be reserved for that specific internal IP address only. Okay, I'll just use dynamic IP and I'll show you 20.1.1. Say for example 2/24. Okay, I think we have to define a range 1.1.3. Oh yeah, see, translated address 20.1.1.2, 20.1.1.3, which means one user from the LAN will get IP address 1.2 and other will get 1.3. Okay, now I'll commit the changes. Only two LAN users are able to communicate with the internet. I'll show you. So what I'll do, I'll just give a repeat ping of, I think the changes have been committed. Yeah, it's still committing, but it has started working. Yeah, it will work after some time. Yeah, it has started working again. Yeah, see, two users are getting translated. Okay, but one user will never get translated, which is this PC, the third user, because we are having only two public IP address. I'll show you. I'll just go into the session all. See, 20.1.1.3 is getting translated to 20.1.1.3. 10.1.1.3 is getting translated to 20.1.1.3, and 10.1.1.2 is getting translated to 20.1.1.2. Now what I'll do, I'll try to ping from this PC, the third PC. So it will not work because we are not having external IP address range. What I'll do, I will modify over here now. I will add one extra IP address and the user will be able to communicate with the internet. And I'll commit the changes. So this user is able to communicate, this user, and now this the third user also will able to communicate with the internet. We have to wait some time. Yeah, after some time, yeah, you guys can see. Now I will go into the GUI of the CLI of the the Palo Alto firewall. 20.1.4 is getting translated to 20.1.1.2. I said 10.1.1.4 is getting translated to 20.1.1.2, and 10.1.1.2 is getting translated to 20.1.1.3. Okay, and I'll just show you one more user. 10.1.3. Yeah, 1.1 10.1.1.3 is getting translated to 20.1.1.4. Okay, now we are having three external IP addresses. Okay, if for example tomorrow an extra user comes and it connects his PC to this switch and he tries to communicate, he will, if we give him an IP address in the range of 10.1.1./24, and if he tries to communicate with the internet, it will not work unless and until we don't expand the source translation mask over here. Okay, so the conclusion on this topic is that the pad is disabled once the internal IP address is getting translated to the public IP address. It is not sharing the ports of that IP address with any other internal private IP address. Okay, that IP will be reserved unless and until that user is trying to communicate with the internet. So that's how dynamic IP translation works in Palo Alto Firewall. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos.